Let's sing a song full of hope, full of pain. Why don't you sing along, my friend? For it's our last refrain. Forever young, ever strong, ever brave. Memories like this never end.
Hey, what's up guys, it's Kereta Fox, and I'm announcing this new world. It's called WorldTWO, and it's basically a compilation of 45 plus railway sets that I've used, mostly in animations. For example, here is Kismet, and we have all sorts of different sets from New York City Subway, commuter railways, and your standard Class 1 railroads. So we're going to be going over that. And if you guys want this world for yourself, I'll leave a download link on my Patreon. I guess we'll start off right over here. Now, this is actually the Train to Bassan, I think part 4. I think it's Daejeong Station. Yeah, it's pretty bare bones, minimal, a lot of the same thing. And by the way, for these sets, a lot of people did help make this. So shout out to all the people on Foxshot. Here's the interior of the station, if you remember that scene. And there's going to be blood down here. Train to Bassan, I still need to make part 5. And then here, I was working on some more sets. This is going to be the last part where they actually arrive in this facility, and then I had like another set right there. And if you guys recognize this set, it's actually the GTA San Andreas Follow the Damn Train CJ meme video that I made. And there is the shooting streak or whatever it's called. And yeah, we made this for a couple people at the billboard here. It said Foxshot advertisement in the actual one. And yeah, this is where the start of the animation was, and then we started like making a whole rail line that goes down here. Got a couple of buildings in the background, and nothing super detailed. Station here, apparently there's like a siding, another station, and then here, this is where one of the gangsters, they got struck by this, while the other ones, they ducked. And yeah, it's just like a simple basic set. And then next up, I was making this roundabout, but I never really finished it, and I was experimenting that. It was supposed to be like a tutorial video. But yeah, maybe I'll get back to that one day. And here's the Halsey Street, New York City subway station for the J and Z trains. This is probably like my last New York City subway animation that I did. So yeah, we're using all the sets. And then here's the station platform. And there's a bit of like some detail with the buildings down here. All right, so this is a more beautiful set. This one was made in the CSX Splits Apart with the Whopper Hopper car. The coupler came out. So yeah, this is probably one of the most beautiful sets. I believe this is in Kenly, North Carolina. And I have used this for thumbnails in a lot of my tutorial videos. But yeah, it's honestly, yeah, really cool. I wish I could make more sets like this. All right, next up. Oh yeah, this one is also probably, I think it's my like last train animation video. This is like an LA looting animation. So we have a lot of graffiti and a lot of packages and boxes they open up because the thieves are looting the trains, and that was really big in the news. And yeah, it's a nice set from Los Angeles. I did visit Los Angeles in real life, but I don't think I actually visited this area. All right, so next up we have the 33rd Street Rawson Station, New York City, with the 7 train line. Probably one of my best and iconic New York City subway animations. That video did really well. And here's a look at the station platform. This is my local subway line, so I have this close to my heart. Plus, I also went to the YMCA that's over here. All right, next up we have the Long Island Railroad, Queens Village, another New York City set. I think this video didn't do too well when I made the animation, and I think that's because I made the sky purple. That's a bit funky. But yeah, it had a full set. Look at this city here. All these vehicles and, you know, little shops. You probably won't even see the shop in the animation. I'm not sure how much you guys have seen. Got a lot of help with this as well. And then here's the actual station platform and this train, which I think I do need to update the design. I might have made it too short. All right, next up, let's go down over here. This is one of the New York City subway stations, 36th Street with the DNR trains. And yeah, there's actually like a mass shooting, or I don't know if we can call it a mass shooting. No one died, but it was a big incident in New York City. But I made this set way before that happened. All right, so here is another Long Island Railroad train set. So this is actually a Kew Gardens Station here in Queens. Very nice. I think Jake helped a lot, and maybe some other people. The back part is not much here. And there is a facade there, like that really tall building. And I have actually visited this place in real life. All right, next up we have Houston, Texas. So we're going all over America. This is where we had the Big Boy animation, where Big Boy arrived here. It did in real life, stopping at the station. And here's like an Amtrak building, pretty simple cars, and a little building there. And some highways, Texas highways going to cross. And there's like a USPS post office facility or distribution center. I think a lot of trains, they have USPS distribution centers next to them. And then here is like a trestle bridge like that. Maybe I used it for some thumbnails. Here I also made this for our Southern Pacific roll-on animation. We had a curve here and then added a mountain in the background. Then over here, oh yeah, this is pretty old Long Island Railroad Jamaica station here in Queens. And the fun fact about this building, the roof is entirely like floating. Maybe there's like a little pillar there, but besides that, there's no supports going down. But yeah, this is like a major train station here in New York City. And next up we have the Kismet Train Collision, one of my most popular animations. And here I made the entire layout so you can pretend you're the train moving along these tracks. And this is where the curve happens, and then the collision will be right down there. We have oncoming BNSF train, and yeah, that's where it happens. Now across the field, we just have this high-speed train. I think I made this for the high-speed train animation 2. Just had a couple high-speed trains going past here. Then over here, I think I made this for like the Thomas, one of the train meme. Maybe train memes 3 or train memes 2, where Thomas beats up a guy trespassing on the track. All right, then next up we have, oh yeah, this is actually one of the Japanese Shinkansen animations. That one, I feel like I could have done a better job with the lighting. A bit too dark to see anything because, you know, everything's in the shadow. This is Utsunomiya. And then we have the set from the Netherlands. So yeah, we're going international. We just have an NS Worm train moving along these tracks. And the Dutch railways, they always have like these canals next to the train. And then over here, this is from the Via Rail near miss train collision. So the Via Rail was coming over here and then it almost collided onto a Canadian Pacific train. Then over here, this is where the Union Pacific, they hit the school bus meme animation. That's where this one took place. Pretty simple set. Then this one's also like the train memes where we have the South Park animation. The guy in a wheelchair was stuck on the tracks and asked a boy to help him, but he thought it was a trick, and then the train came and hit him. And this one was also one of the train memes where the guy was freaking out about some kind of train here in upstate New York. Then we have this set here. I was making Gouda Station in the Netherlands, but I sort of stopped, and I just like Gouda cheese. That's why I made this place. All right, then we had Finley, Ohio. This is one of the more beautiful looking sets, where we have the CSX Crazy 8s rolling on by. That animation did not do that well, but at least I have this pretty cool set. You know, got railroad crossings and these transformers. I got an excuse to make the squids. And there is a big water tower back there. And then here's another smaller animation set there. And then this one is like the Metro North Harlem Station, 125th Street. And I was like, make this train station with a bunch of skyscrapers around it, which in real life, apparently that's not how it is. It was one of my earlier animations. And right next to that, we have the Cactus, Texas. So another Texas set. This is another beautiful looking set. And this is where the Cactus train collision happened. And there's like a water tower here and some buildings like that. Rain silos. All right, and then we have this cut-off bridge. This is actually, I was going to make a Back to the Future, I think Back to the Future 3 animation, where they have that train and it goes like that. But yeah, I never made that animation. But I do have a set if you guys want to explore that. Oh yeah, this one is where like the boys, they travel inside the train tunnel and the train comes. I have a bit of graffiti here, says Fox, like that. I don't know if anyone like noticed that. Fox Yard. And then over here, another little set. And then here, what could this be? It's like another New York City subway line. This is Avenue J with the B and Q lines. So yeah, this one takes place in Brooklyn, going towards Coney Island. And then here we have the final part of the Unstoppable train animation, where they finally stopped AWVR 777. I have a little bit of graffiti here, says Crafty Fox. I just do that just in case you guys see it. And then here we have a couple of these buildings here on the side. But yeah, you can have a view of how the set was looking like. And then at the train, I think I probably had it going back and forth on this just to fill up the time when train's coming. And then there's like these like railroad crossings in between. And let's go further down, and I think this is where the animation started, then it goes down the street. All right, so across from that, we have the Celle train animation. This one takes place in Germany, so yeah, here's how that looks like. You have some ICE trains and Deutsche Bahn trains going past the station. And here's how it looks like. And I think blue helped a lot with the catenaries, the electrical wires above it. And then here is Intercession City from Florida. And yeah, this is probably one of the top train sets, the beautiful ones. And this is where we have the Amtrak train. It collided. There was like 2 trucks carrying a oversized load over these tracks, and they hit the last semi-trailer tractor. Pretty cool set though. And then over here we have a train station for the London Underground. I think this is London Bridge Station. But yeah, it's not much. It's just like one side as well. Then over here we have from War of the Worlds. Simple short animation, but it looks really cool in the snow. I don't know where exactly this takes place. But the train was like a Metro North train, so maybe it's upstate New York or something. But it was next to the water, so I don't know. And then next door, we have this Indonesian railway set, basically. I don't know where this takes place. Maybe I made it up. I feel like I did. Maybe I used references, but this whole thing probably a little bit made up. But it is a pretty nice looking set. And then we have this thing, and this is where we had the mudslide animation. But yeah, here is where the mudslide animation took place, going along the tracks, and then the mudslide came down. And then over here we have the MRT Jakarta, Indonesia train. It's like a metro train station. Very nice. Then over here we have a nice valley canyon train set. Maybe this is like really old. You can probably see this in the Union Pacific animation, the Great Big Rolling Railroad. And over here I had this set for the PewDiePie vs. T-Series animation. That was a big trend back then. And over here we made this for the Union Pacific Big Boy 414 and I think 844 and Challenger as well. Going along, little rail fanning video. But yeah, if you guys want to download this, it's on my Patreon, and it's going to be available with a Bedrock and Java worlds. So check out the link in the description. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video. It was pretty nostalgic looking at all these sets I made over the years. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, hit the like button down below, subscribe if you hadn't already, and I'll see you guys in the next one.